So I got one final question, the fourth and final question. This is a very important question from a member out of 2232. And I think hopefully this sheds a little light on it for everybody, but it's a pretty lengthy answer too, okay? So it says, I wanted to know if you could please explain to me what the numbers mean regarding my vested service and my credited service. So he's talking about his pension plan. And that's a defined benefit plan, okay? You got to understand it's a defined benefit plan. He goes, I don't understand how some years I have one vested and other years I only have 0.95 or 0.890. Also, how do these numbers correlate with my credited service? And this is Mr. Mario Zakaru. I hope I pronounced that right, Mario. But we appreciate that question because that's a question that I believe a lot of our members can benefit from, right? So I contacted Director Rowland, James Rowland. He's a 2232 member, and he and I had a lot of conversation on it, and we were really close to the same talking points. Well, then I decided just to call Southern Benefits, and I called Southern Benefits and I talked to a gentleman by the name of John Short. John is over all the pension plans that Southern Benefits administrates. So John sends me the definitions, okay? I got the definition of a vesting service and the definition of credited service, okay? I want to read that to you. So a year of vesting service is earned at 1,000 hours with fractions earned if more than 400 hours of service are worked in a plan year. From the year's beginning on or after July 1, 1976. By dividing the number of hours worked by 1,000 and carried out 2 decimal places. You must have at least 800 hours of service for a vesting credit on or after July 1, 2018. There are carryover hours from July 1, 1992 through June 30th, 2018. If less than 400 hours, they carry over to the next year, and on or after July 1, 2018, if less than 800 hours of service, they are carried over to the next year. Okay? Vesting determines eligibility for a benefit and is used to qualify for early retirement and disability retirement. I want to read that last sentence again, but I'm going to make this information, it's already available, but we're going to make this information available at your local. Okay, Mario? So if you want to go by there, contact James Rowland. Again, you could go to southernstatesmillwrights.org, click on locals, click on 2232. You'll see all of James Rowland's contact information, okay? Read that sentence one more time. Vesting determines eligibility for a benefit and is used to qualify for early retirement or disability retirement. Okay, now we're going to talk about credited service. Okay, credited services are benefit services. Is used to determine the benefit amount and is their past service, future service 1, future service 2, and future service 3. Future service requires at least 400 hours of service and up to 1,500 hours of service for 1 year of service. Service is prorated by dividing the hours by 1,500, calculated to 2 decimal places. Beginning on or after July 1, 2018, future service requirements at least 800 hours of service and up to 1,650 for 1 year of service. Fractional service is calculated by dividing the hours worked by 1,650, calculated to 2 decimal places. Also, beginning on or after July 1, 2018, there are carryover hours of service if less than 800 hours. They are carried over to the next plan year. That's a lot, okay, and I'm not even finished. You got to know what your plan year is. we're going to make all of it. This is already available at your local, but if you go down there, Mario, we're going to make sure you get everything you need to understand this. You got to know what your plan year is, because your plan year is not a calendar year, okay? Calendar year is January 1st through December 31st. I don't know many pension plans that run calendar years, okay? They run a plan year, or they have what they call a fiscal year. The plan year, each 12-month period, beginning on July the 1st and ending on the next June the 30th, okay? So that's your plan year. So those hours that you're looking at are from, again, July 1st to June 30th. They're not calendar year. Again, you'll be able to see vesting service in your SPD. This is your SPD that I have, summary plan description of your pension fund, okay? I got Ron trying to come out of his office there. In here also, I got this highlighted. Where can I find out more about my plan? Again, we're going to have this at the hall. But again, you can read the official plan documents and trust agreement. You will receive a copy upon request. You got to request a copy, okay? A summary of the plan's annual report will automatically be provided to you each year in the form of an annual funding notice, and you get that. You should get that. If you're not getting that, you need to make sure you got the right address on file at the local office. It's going to look like this. It's going to have a lot of good information on it. So this one was sent out October the 21st of 2022. This is your latest report. The law requires the administrator of the plan to tell you how well the plan is funded. In your plan in 2019, July 1 of 2019, your fund was 99.8% funded. So that's a very healthy pension fund, okay? In 2020, July 1 of 2020, it was 100.8% funded. Very healthy fund, okay? In 2021, everybody knows that in 2021, the stock market didn't do as well as it did in the years before. You dropped a little bit, 97.1% funded. That is still extremely well for a defined benefit pension plan to be that well funded, okay? Valuation of liabilities in that fund, that's all the money that's owed to all of the participants that have worked and contributed to that pension fund. It's well over $200 million, and it's there when you guys get ready to retire. We now have value of assets at $210 million in that pension fund. That's your pension money when you get ready to retire. All right, they're telling me I'm going a little long. I like to keep these to 15 minutes, but this is going to be a 20-something minute one, okay? Some more of your SPD. Asset allocations, it tells you how much in stock, investment grade debt investments, high yield debt investments, real estate, other investments, gives you all those percentages. And then you have, again, the right to request. I don't know if y'all can read that, but the right to request an annual benefit statement. And now I'm going to probably get in trouble a little bit. Where do you get that information? I'm not going to get in trouble because you get this statement. You can get this information any day you want. So you can write this down, or you can go to your hall and get it. And any member can go to your local to get this information, okay? All right, for more information about this notice, you may contact the Carpenters and Millwrights of Houston and Vicinity Pension Plan at 713-219-1200. Or you can write to P.O. Box 1449, Goodlettsville, Tennessee 37070. For identification purposes, the official plan number is 001, and the plan sponsor's employer identification number, or EIN, is 74-634. And I'm going to let you contact your business agent to get the last three numbers of that. I really don't want it out there in the public, but there's more numbers to that EIN number. You'll have to contact your business agent to get that. So look, I hope some of the information that I supplied today helps someone out there in our organization better understand their pension fund. I hope it helps any veteran understand the avenues that they can get in touch with the UBC, not just the Southern States Millwrights. Get involved. We would love to have you on our team. We need carpenters, we need millwrights, pile drivers, floor layers. We need people, okay? And for the guys that don't know, that are disgruntled about, they feel like they're getting taken advantage of being in our union. That just ain't the case, man. I feel like you're misinformed. Get involved. Go to that union meeting. Ask the questions. They'll give you the answers. If they don't give you the answers, submit another question to Ask the EST. With the Southern States Millwrights, I have to say the largest honor of my entire career, 32 years in the UBC, is being your EST and representing the nearly 5,800 millwrights in the Southern States. So thank y'all. Send those questions in. See ya.